Hello everyone. So today we will see how to create a data frame in Pandas. I have started to making a tutorial for that. So as for now, this is this playlist. So I will provide the description for this playlist. So let's move out to Jupyter Notebook here. So first understand what is the data frame in Pandas, right? So for I have opened one CSV data. So in the Excel, so like a data frame is nothing, just is a combination of the row and a column. So you have the like a data entry there, right? So in the bold here, it is a, like a header, or you can say it is a column. And respecting of, if you see that this is the 1 2 3 4, this is kind of is a serial number, and in pandas we can say as a indexing. So in data frame we have the rows and column and indexing. So this is called as a data frame in pandas. So we will explore more about in pandas, right? So this is overall. So we will see like how to we can access the column name in pandas, how to access index in pandas later. So okay, so we will see here how to create a data frame in Pandas and how to create data frame in Pandas in different way, and how to read the data, or how to load the CSV file in Pandas, how to read the Excel file in Pandas, right? So let's start here. So first I have imported Pandas library, import Pandas as a PD. So run that shell, and I have created one list as well. So students name list I have stored as a list for list. So creating the data frames. So that is just you have to use earlier pd dot call the data frame method and pass the list name. Okay. So now your data frame is created. If you see that header name is showing the zero, or the column name is showing zero, because we have not passed any column name for that. We will see later how to create column names while using this uh, single list, right? So before that, we can also verify that kind of data frame. So that type df panda core uh, frame dot data frame. Okay, so uh, let's as we have created this data frame, I want to give the column name for this entry. So so we can say that so I'm the copying here, and we can give the another property that columns is equal to pass the column name as a list. So we can give a student name and df to display the data, means we again. So if you see that our so yeah, so now you see that a student name column has been created for the this data frame. All right. So we learned how to create data frame from the single list and give the column for the single list, right? Suppose we have the multiple list, two or more lists. So how we can create the data frame for that? So I'll forward you this forget now. So I have created one list for names, I have created one list for age, and I have created one list for the location, right? So we can use uh, zip operations to create a zip operation and convert it to a list. So just see data is equal to list zip and pass your list name. I will provide the notebook for this so you can uh, experiment more. Okay, and if you see the data, so now your data is coming as a kind of list tuples, right? So this is the square bracket, and after that tuples. So how we can give the column name for this uh, list? So suppose we can give like so first we have to create the data frame. So the kind, let's verify the kind of what kind of data structure it hold, right? Type of data. So it is kind of list. Okay. So list is there. So we can now create data frame df is equal to pd dot data frame. Pass your data, that is a list, and give the columns name. Okay, columns, and columns should we give in the list form. So I'm giving just to a student name. Okay, a student is, and yes, a student location. Right, now we can give df. So if you see that we have the initial we have three lists, and for the three listed columns is assigned. Our columns name is changed, right? Student name, student age, student location here. Now we will see some property of data frame. So like if we use df dot shape method, so shape method basically tells that how many number of the rows and columns you have. So if you see that this is the 4 and 3. So first tells that number of the row, and second parameter tells the number of the columns. So if you clearly observe here, this is a 4 row, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 column, 1, 2, 3, 3 column. This is the means we have 4 rows and 3 column. And if you want to get the columns names, so you can use df dot columns. So all the columns name will be count. Student name, student age, student location at d type is equal to object, right? This is used. And if you want to some like uh, the info about your data frame, so you can use df dot info. So what df dot info tells that it basically first tell that what kind of the data structure we hold, like whether the data frame or the series. So this is class panda code or frame data frame. It means we have data frame, and it's the range index. So range index tell that total index from 0 to n minus 1. Suppose you have the 4 row, then it will tell 0 to 3. If you have 100, then it will tell 0 to 99. And data columns, so it tells the property about data columns. So columns name and non-null count and d type. The student name is has a 4 row non-null, and their data types is object, that is mean string kind of. Student age is kind of integer data type. Student location, so as object it means string kind of data type. So right, and if you see clearly observe here d types, what it means here, integer 64 means in this data frame only one column has integer kind of type 1. Object 2 means two columns has string kind of data type. And memory just means what is the size of this data frame. So this is all information about the data frame here, right? Okay, so let's move. Now we will see how to create your data frame using the dictionary approach. So I have created data dictionary. So in the dictionary we have the key and value. So this is the key. This is all the before colon it is key, and in the list we are passing as a value. Here it is as a key and it is as a value in the form of list. This is the key and this is passing as a list. So, so we have created data dictionary. Let's create data frame. So df is equal to pd dot data frame, and pass your data uh, dictionary data or your information, right? I use df. So name a city. If you are observed here, while we are you're creating the data frame using the dictionary approach, we do not require to give the columns name. It automatically detect the columns name by using key method. So name, age, and city is already coming, right? So this way you can create a data frame by using the dictionary approach. Now we will see how to load the data, how to load CSV files in Pandas. So first, uh, we have used to read CSV method pd dot read CSV and pass your path of file. So where means where a file is located. So my files is located on the desktop under the folder of Pandas tutorial for beginner under dataset. This employee CSV file exists this path. So we can use pd.csv provide your path. Now uh, use dfcsv to show your data. So if you see that your data is coming. Now if you want to check the number of the rows to your number of rows in column, you sorry. So we have to this variable df.csv. So it is 1008. So means 1000 row and 8 column is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 column is there, right? Okay. And all the methods as previously here we discussed, you can experiment and see that, right? And mm, once okay. So and suppose your this data frame is created and are loaded. So and you are to interested to select some particular kind of column. Suppose you want to uh, use only three columns, or you can use from this to this column, right? Or you can use you want to interested to only four columns, starting four columns. So how you will select the columns in the data frame? So it is nothing, just pass your columns name. So I'll give one idea here, like so just use df csv dot columns. Okay, so now if you suppose you want to this and this, right? So just use uh okay this copy that and in the pass in the double list. Okay, and enter, run that cell, and if you see that df result, so this is a line means a four column will be selected for the all the rows, right? So this is the way you can select your columns in the data frame. And we will see one more to property about the data frame. So like head method. So head method, the df.csv head method is basically used to see the top five row from the starting to uh, five row. So and if you want to see top 20 row, just use if you want to see top 10 rows, then you pass 10 and the 10 rows will be show 0 to 9. And and if you want to bottom row, so you can use tell method. So it will basically show the bottom five row. So if you say that 99, 98, 97, 996, 995. If you want to see bottom 10 row, then you use 10. Bottom 10 row will be shown. Okay. So if you want to insert any columns on the specific position, so how we can do? So we can use insert method tfcsp dot insert. So what the insert method have? So insert method have the kind of three parameter. That is one kind of indexing number. Second parameter column, which name of the column, and value, what value will hold in the column. So suppose this is a DFCSV. So first DFCSV hold first name, gender, start date, and the indexing will be start from first name 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And if indexing of 2, if we insert column address, that's 0, 1, 2. Instead of start date, it will create address column and the start date will be moved to right side. So just let's see here. And you did of CSV dot here. So if you see that on the 0, 1, 2, we are indexing two address column is created and we are passing the value Australia. So means all the row for Australia will be come. And this is the one way, and another is way like you can create columns df dot dfcsv pin code is equal to just pass string something else. Okay. So now pin code column will be created at last. So just see the pin code column is created and this 453234 value is uh, is stored for the all the row under the pin code column. If you see that pin code column of all value 4532 for respective of each row for this pin code column. And suppose you have the Excel file, so how we can read that? So just nothing guys, like as we read the CSV files, so we for reading CSV file we use pd dot read underscore CSV, and for reading Excel file we use pd dot read EXL. I'll give your path where the path is your file is stored, right? So that transl, and if you see that df dot excel dot head, I want only 5 rows. So this is the your data. And let's check here the number of column dot shape. So this is the whole 7 and row and 16 column is there. So that's all for this video, and in the next lecture we will see how to rename the column, how to drop the column, how to manipulate your data in the Pandas data frame, how to remove the null, and we will see in the detailed manner. That's all for this video. If this video really helped, please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.